Yo, what's up, Food Fanatics, and welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than the usual. You see, more often than not, my videos are always about some kind of a Turkish meal, some heavy meal, or just actual food. But today what I wanted to do is I want to take you guys to a supermarket here with me in Turkey and show you what kind of treats and sweets they have. We're gonna get a bunch of stuff, I'm gonna taste it, only Turkish brands, and then we're gonna eat it. So let's roll. Okay, now what you see behind me here is the local Turkish supermarket called Şok or Sok. Not sure how they say it exactly. Basically what it is that it is the local cheap supermarket here. Regular prices on the cheaper side. It's not like your typical Spar or Carrefour in Europe. Things are very affordable, and most importantly, they hold and sell a lot of Turkish goods. So Turkish produced goods, nothing imported, nothing really foreign, and that's what I wanted for today's journey. Let's go. Alright guys, you just saw it. Everything they had supermarket just rolled out. I'm holding this giant bag. I feel like a kid on Halloween. I am like a 12-year-old that found $100 on the floor, and then they went into a supermarket and they bought every piece of candy, dessert, whatever they've desired. The thing is, I'm looking at the receipt here. The total for it was $32.90, which is the equivalent of, let's say, 4 USD, if not less than that. I'll do the conversion and I'll pop it up here in the screen. It's around $4 for this giant bag of goodies. So cheap. So I just want to find somewhere to get situated. Might be on the street, might be in the apartment, and let's dig into some of this stuff.
A few moments later.
A few moments later. Okay, so as you guys can see by my surroundings, it's very gloomy. It's getting a little dark, it's windy, and it's cold. So I don't think it's gonna be quite ideal to show you all of this, but check out this artwork. I don't think it's gonna be ideal to show you all of this. So what I'm gonna do, I am gonna head home where I have a table set up, some warmth, and I can shoot the video more easily, okay? I'm home. Hands are warming up a little bit. The head is warming up a little bit. You guys have no idea the struggles of bald men in cold climate. This thing freezes and you start to get headaches and you can't think and you just want to run indoors. So I've got a big bag of goodies with me. It didn't cost much. I thought this video was gonna cost a bit more, but it only ended up being $4, $5 Canadian. That's pretty awesome. I'm glad. And in all honesty, I'm ready for the sugar rush. I'm ready to crash. I'm ready to regret this, and I'm ready for the tummy aches. So let me show you what I got. So we've got the bag over here, and you can see the amount, around 33 Turkish liras. Now let's open it up. Let me move back. All of that. Oh my god. Oh wow. Look at this. This thing is full. As you can see, we've got all the way at the bottom. So many goodies. I kind of just want to throw it onto the table. Let's do that. So let me show you what I've got here. We've got a variety of little, cakes or so. We've got some chocolate bars, some cracker sticks. We've got some Turkish candy, some cookies. We've got some brownie bars, some caramel bars. This is, I think, also some kind of a caramel bar. And then we've got just some kinds of different wafers. And this is for tomorrow morning or for my inevitable crash in a bit. Let's dig in, everyone. I'm pumped to dig in. I feel like a kid. You guys know I love sweets. I'm all about the sweets. Let's dive in. Okay, first thing I want to get is pop cake. Let's open it. Let's take a look and see what is in this. What's it like? The texture. Ooh, chocolate coated up and down, inside, outside. I don't know if there's anything in the middle, but let me give you a look at this. Looks absolutely awesome. Because there's a lot of items, I just want to start digging in. Let's go. Good. Tastes very cakey. Lots of chocolate. It's sweet, sweet chocolate, not bitter. We've got the chocolate on the top, chocolate at the bottom, chocolate in the middle, and the rest is the cake layer. Absolutely delicious pop cake. I like it. Really good. Let's go on. Next up, we have the Alpella. It looks like a wafer bar. I wanted something very vanilla based to oppose the chocolate cake I just had. Let me just open it. It looks like, yeah, looks like a vanilla wafer bar over here. Let me remove it. Take a look at this. Very good. And let's take our first bite. Sweet, tasty, creamy, very vanilla, crunchy. Very sweet, I would say. Let's go. Next up, what we have here, we're gonna try some Turkish candy. It's in this little container called the lokumu. Let me see how to open this. Oh wow. Let me show you guys. Oh, it looks good. It's just very colorful. Looks covered with powdered sugar. I assume there's gonna be different flavors for each color. Let's dig in. I'm gonna take a couple of the orange ones. Quite tasty, sweet, orangey, very chewy, very gelatinous. The powdered sugar on top of it is a nice kick to it. It's a nice little addition. I'm gonna go in for a couple of the green ones. Tastes weird. The green ones, they're so-so. They're a failed attempt at making it taste like sour apples. Let's see if the red ones redeem. The red ones are okay. I think the taste, it's the taste of cherry. They're kind of good. Not as still so far. The best ones have been the orange ones, which taste after orange. Let's try the yellow ones. Let's see if they're lemony. It's good, gelatinous. If you love candy, you'll love these. You'll love turkey in general. Very chewy, very gelatinous. It just feels like a jelly kind of candy, but just not as jelly. It's a little bit more solid. I'd give this 6 out of 10. Not that special. Let's go into the next one. I'm just gonna take one last bite of everything. Okay, next one, what we have is Cocoa Star. So I assume because it's called Cocoa Star and it's got a photo of a coconut on here, that this is gonna be some kind of a chocolate bar with some coconut flavoring or topping. Oh, interesting. Let's take a look. So what we have is basically just a chocolate bar. There's no coconut flakes on it. So let me take my first bite. Let's see if it tastes like coconut. Very good, not too sweet. The chocolate on the outside is not very sweet. It covers it, it gives it that flavor, it melts in your mouth. But then you see little coconut chunks on the inside over here. Has a very soft taste to it, not very overwhelming, not sweet. You're tasting kind of like flakes or pieces of coconut covered with chocolate. Really, really good, I think. It's very good for a quick snack. And it doesn't taste like your typical chocolate bars. It's not too sweet, it's not too bitter, it's not too heavy. It's actually quite light and it feels fruity. So let's go. Next up, we have this bag of bunch of cookies. So I have expectations for this. This was actually quite cheap. It was like 50 cents. So let us open it. Oh wow, it's really like loaded. I don't know if you guys can see without me tipping it over. It looks like butter cookies. This is the first one I have. It seems yeah, so it seems to be like a butter cookie. It's covered with a bit of sugar on top, so it gives it that like shiny look. Let me take the bite. Okay, so it's very buttery. It's not sweet at all. It tastes like a cookie, like a very dry cookie. With a lot of butter. You definitely taste the butter aspect of it. It's really good. I imagine this would be amazing with like hot chocolate, maybe some morning coffee, or just with milk, which I really wish I had bought some, but I didn't. What a mistake that was. Now I'm gonna keep digging into the bag. Let's see the next one. This looks like a chocolate raisinish type of cookie. Let's dig in. It's good. Has a slight cocoa taste to it. Not too sweet, not buttery at all. Just a slight taste of cocoa that gives it that chocolatey flavor, and that's all you taste. Not sweet, not a lot of sugar in it, no butter, none of that. Very dry. This really should go, I think, with like some milk, maybe tea, just some with some kind of a drink. Next one we've got here, it's this little twister with a little bit of jam in the middle of it. So let me take a bite. Good. It's my least favorite. It's good, it's dry, not a lot of taste to it, no sweetness, no flavor, nothing like that. It's so-so. What we've got here now for the next bite, it's something that looks like the very first one we had, but without the sugar. There seems to be little chunks of, I don't know, peanuts, or maybe it's walnuts, or some kind of a nut. So let's see what it's like. So, not a lot of taste, needs a drink, I think. Dry cookies, not a lot of flavor, no caramel, definitely not sweet, none of them seem to be sweet. This definitely seems like the type of bag, you buy this bag of cookies when you have guests over and you're offering them tea, or you are offering them coffee, and you put a little pieces of this with it, or you just put, you know, these little snacks in a bowl just to obviously offer it to your guests. But for a food channel like myself, this is disappointing. I'd give this 4 out of 10, not more. Let's go. Next one. Next one, we have the Ulker Haley. Now, when you guys are in Turkey, you're gonna see this brand quite a bit. It's called Ulker. As you guys can see, this is, I would say, the main Turkish producer of candies, of just like a lot of supermarket goods. So candies, wafers, all kind of you know, goodies, snacks, that kind of thing for like the sweet tooth. So let's dig in. Oh, it's chocolate coated. It's a little hard. I kind of feel like I can't press into it, and I'm just gonna take a bite. From the photo, it looks like there's a stuffing in it, like maybe some marshmallow or something in it. So let's take a bite. Yummy. Look at this. It's filled with like a marshmallow. It's got a cookie. Very chocolatey, really good. One of my favorites so far. It's addicting, bite size, crunchy in the middle. On the outside you have the chocolate coating, and then you also have, you taste the marshmallow inside. The combination of these ingredients go really well together in your mouth. It kind of hits the spot. If you want something sweet and you're craving something, you can just get one of these, not a whole bar. You just grab one and you pop it in, you eat it. It's really good. It hits the spot. It's got, it's got that vanilla in it from the marshmallow. It's got that cookie texture, from the biscuit, and then you have the chocolate. So triple threat, pretty awesome. I'm gonna finish this. Let's go into the next one. Ooh, okay, so next one, I actually don't know what this is. It's all in Turkish. Let me see if I can show you guys. Yeah, so it says Senin benzerizligin shekşiligin. This is how bad my Turkish is. I really don't know what this is. It feels like a chocolate bar in my hands. It's 50 grams. Let me open it. I think the sugar's kicking in. My energy is like going up with every you know, piece of candy we go through. Look at this. It looks like dark chocolate. It's bigger than I am. Look at this, it's bigger than I am. And yeah, it looks like dark chocolate. It looks heavy, by the way. It seems like it's very layered. It's not, yeah, it's quite girthy. Let's dig in. Wow, very chocolatey, very heavy. I don't know if you guys can see this, but take a look at the middle of it has so much chocolate in there. It is actually, it's actually a very overwhelming amount of it. It's very chocolatey, and because there's a lot of chocolate, the wafer layers are quite thin, and because the wafer layers are quite thin, when you take a bite, you're not chewing a lot. It all becomes so mushy. And then the chocolate, it's dark chocolate, so it's bitter, but it has a bit of a sweet kick to it from the sugar in it. It's really good, very cocoa-y, very chocolatey. If you are a chocolate fanatic, you need to get this. You need to put it in your mouth, it'll hit the spot. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers of chocolate. 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom, and 3 in the middle. Absolutely delicious. Really freaking good, very chocolatey. You're gonna need, I think, something to wash this down with, like a cup of milk or something after that. Unfortunately, I don't have any, so I will have to survive. Next one. Okay, next one. We've got this very popular chocolate bar. I always see it here. I see people eating it. It's called Metro. It looks like it's the Classique. I don't know if you guys can see, but it says Classique. And basically what it is, it seems like a typical chocolate bar, maybe like a Snickers. It's got, from the photo, it seems like it's got caramel in it. So I'm just opening it up. Let me show you. Okay, so it's covered with chocolate, looks very wavy, like an old man's skin. Here we are, nothing special. Let's eat. Haha. Oh. Whoa. Let me show you the inside. Very tasty. Very heavy. Very sweet because it's got the chocolate and it has like this little, you know, stuffing on the inside. And then on top of that, it's got the caramel. So we have the chocolate, the caramel you see here, and then the inside stuffing of some kind of a, I don't know, not peanut, but it's a bit of like a chocolate filling. Not dark, it's not dark chocolate. When you take a bite of this, it is very sweet, it is very heavy. You feel like after this you are stuffed, but it's actually really good. It has a lot of taste because you have a couple of layers of the chocolate. You've got the caramel, and the caramel is very stretchy. Look at this, very stretchy, and there's quite a bit because of the caramel, because of the stuffing. It actually ends up very sweet. It's very heavy. Can I take a bite? Let's move on. It's good. Now, hello. Next up, what we have is the Kekstra Jolly Ball, which looks like it has strawberry, some kind of, I don't know, cream inside. First time I have this, so when you open it, you smell this right away. Let me finger this. Okay, you smell it right away. It smells like a cake. It smells like the cake, like a layer of cake. It's quite soft, and then it has the jam, which you taste it. It has a very strong taste as soon as you open it. And then I feel like it's stuffed because here it looks like it's about to pop open. Let me just open it in front of you guys. Oh, ooh, so it has some creams, some cream on the inside. We've got the cake layer, we've got the jam. I'm gonna go in for the bite. So. Not the greatest because the jam center, it's very processed. It tastes like very cheap jam. It's not that good. You don't really taste the cream that much. The cake layer, so the cake dough layer is actually really tasty overall. I wouldn't get this again. I'd give it 2 out of 10. Just a 2. I think that's a bit fair. I want to like wash it down. Let's go for something else. Let's go. Next thing we've got is this brownie bar, also by Ulker. So let's open it. Let's see how this is. I expect it to be chocolatey. It feels heavy in my hands. Okay. Let's see. Also bigger than I am. And then it's very chocolatey. It looks like a typical brownie bar. Let's see what it's like. Oh wow. Whoa, very good. It's very bitter. Very bitter, very chocolatey, very fudgy overall. Not sweet really. The inside is very moist because of the layer has absorbed a lot of the chocolate. It's very almost like fluffy on the inside. It's almost like a cake layer, like a brownie, you know what I mean? Like a piece of brownie. And then the outside chocolate is quite cold, so it's very crunchy. When you eat it, it crunches up. Really tasty, really good. 8 out of 10. Let's move to the next one. Wow, really good. So next thing, to offset the chocolate, I'm gonna have a cookie. It looks like it's vanilla-y. It's called sakli koy. Sakli koy. I'm learning so much Turkish today. It seems like just a typical, you know, kind of like cookie with stuffing of whatever. And on the back it says it's a source of fiber, which I'm gonna need tonight after all this like processed crap is entering my system. So let's open this. Let's see what comes with it, what's in it, what it tastes like. I'm a little bit skeptical because it's fiber. The shit better not be whole wheat, I'll say that. Okay. Got a piece. The thing of this is that it feels like the digestive cookies. You guys know the digestive cookies? It has that look, that texture, that feeling in my hands. Mom used to give me those cookies when I was a kid because I was fat. And then it's generously stuffed with the vanilla cream. Let's go for the bite. What the hell? It's healthy, ew. It's weird. It has such a weird taste. Because of that digestive cookie, pretty much on the top and the bottom, it's good. You taste the vanilla, but the vanilla is kind of overwhelmed by that like whole grain taste to the cookie. It's yummy for like a quick bite, I think. Obviously you should have this with tea or coffee or something. This would go really well with coffee. Like, since you're running to the toilet, fiber and coffee, you're good. It has a bit of that whole grain taste to it. So as you're chewing and as you're eating it and as you're tasting like some of that cream on the inside, it does come with that other taste and they don't mix that well. So it's just eating like sweet whole grain because that vanilla layer of cream in the middle, it actually ends up just making the whole grain taste sweet, which is so-so. So it's not the greatest, not the worst. I'd give it a 5 out of 10. I'd have it if I'm dying and I need food. But if I've got something like this, I would go for something like that. So let's go to the next one. The show doesn't stop. Next one, we've got the Ulker Albany, which looks like some kind of some type of like little wafery chocolate with caramel with some nuts on top. Let's open it. Let's see. Ooh, so it is these these type of like bite-size little, I don't know, wafers stuffed with caramel and chocolate and all of that. I'm ready to take in my first one. It's really good. Oh, it's pretty hard. It's very well coated with peanuts. I don't know if you guys can see. Crunchy, chocolatey. Really good. peanutty, chocolatey, caramelly. So you get that taste of caramel towards the end, I would say. The more you bite it, it starts to, you know, that taste starts to kick in. It's very crunchy. There's a cookie, there's a layer of cookie inside, which makes it nice because it gives that dryness, which absorbs a lot of that taste of the chocolate and the caramelly, and it's crunchy, so you're eating it, and then it mixes really well with the other things, and then it just kind of spreads it across your palate. I feel like without the cookie, this would be too sweet. Absolutely perfect. I'm loving the product by Ulker today. I am absolutely loving them. Let me, next one. Okay, next one, snowball. Looks like a piece of cake. I don't know what's on the outside. We've got cream on the inside. It looks like chocolate in the middle. I am ready to dig in. Smells very coconutty. I'm surprised. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, this one's interesting. So this is the today's snowball. First of all, it's heavy. I see why it's called the snowball. There is coconut flakes on the outside of it. It's obviously, there's like a piece of cake on the inside, and you have this like vanilla, sweet, coconutty, you know, layer that's coating the outside. I'm gonna dig in for the bite, and let's see how good it is and what's on the inside. Wow. Whoa. Check this out. It's so good. Okay, look at all that cream on the inside. It looks like very good quality cream, very chocolatey cake layer. We have the coconut on the outside with a bit of like that vanilla spread, and on the inside we've got a bit more of that frosting. Wow, it's so freaking good. I'm so surprised. One of the best so far. I'm gonna eat this whole thing. What I love is that cream layer is so moist as well, so it's not dry. Wow. It's like eating really good cake. And I love the coconut shavings on the outside. It gives it that different flavor because it goes really well with the frosting and the chocolate. I never thought about that. This is the winner so far today. Let's keep going. So I'm definitely starting to feel it in my stomach. It's feeling a bit heavy, and just from all that sugar, all that like caramel, all obviously like the butter in there, the cookies, it's starting to slowly knock me out, I gotta be honest. So, but I think we've got a few more items here. I've got it all in my hands that I think definitely we can finish for this video. Next, look, because I've had so much sweets so far, we're gonna do something salty. This is the Ulker pretty much dried cracker sticks. I grew up on these when I was a kid. I used to have these. We used to have them in school. Everyone would have them. All the kids would have them. And since I am a fat ass, I also used to have them. So I really like this. It seasons like a dried cracker pretzel. It's got some salt on the surface of it. When we were kids, we used to like pretend we're smoking cigarettes, and we used to do this. But we don't do that anymore on this channel. We eat. Let's go. I'm gonna put more. Look at these. Really good. Tastes like a super dried pretzel cracker. Salty, not too salty. It has a bit of that pretzel taste to it, which is a little bit addicting. And because these sticks are so thin, you kind of just want to like take 3, put them in, snack on them. It's a really good salty snack, and this costs next to nothing. And you can see the bag is like packed with them. There's so many in there. So many of these sticks. Let me take these. Very good, very tasty, very salty. Really good to kind of counteract a lot of the sweets that I seem to be having. I'm gonna crash so badly later. Let's move on to, we've got like 4 more items. Let's go. Now, next up, what we have is the Ulker Biskerim, which basically looks like a cookie that is filled with like hazelnut chocolate or something. This is a pretty well loaded pack. It's heavy, so I just want to open it. Ooh, interesting. Look at the cookies. They look so like professionally prepared. It's like perfect shape. It's all like circular. It's got a pattern on it. I don't see any of the chocolate, so it's on the inside. It's very hard. It's not soft in my hand. And the cookie doesn't look like it has any sugar or anything on it to give it that extra taste. So I'm ready to take the first one. Let's go. No. I'll tell you what I don't like. It's not very well stuffed with chocolate. The cookie is good. It has a nice taste to it. The chocolate, it's not chocolate, it's more so hazelnut. It's not very well stuffed, so I just wanna, I'm gonna open one. But you don't, here we are. You don't really taste this. The cookie overpowers it, so I'm eating all of this, even now. And you don't really taste a lot of the chocolate in it, because look at that thick layer of cookie. So I think the cookie definitely overpowers the chocolate, and they're not, but you still taste a subtle taste of that hazelnut, but it's not as chocolatey as I thought it would have been. So if you're into cookies, not chocolate as much, but you just want a bit of that chocolate, I'd say go for the biscuit. And the hazelnut is good. It's sweet, but it's just there's not a lot of taste of it. So you definitely taste the cookie a lot more. So it's okay. I give it a 4 out of 10. Let's move on. Okay, next up what we have is the Sütlü Chocolati, which is basically what looks like a cookie with some chocolate in the middle of it. Let's see. Let's hope it's a thick layer of chocolate. Ooh, okay. So it looks very tasty. The cookie, it looks like there's a very nice layer of chocolate in the middle of it. Cookie is thin, the cookie is dry. Cookie looks very buttery, so I hope that's the case, because butter and chocolate go so well together. Let's dive into it, my fanatics. Perfect. It tastes like those digestive cookies, but just with a lot more chocolate flavor to it. Now the other thing is that this piece of cookie that you guys can see here, it's got a bit of a salt kick to it. So you're getting that mixture of sweet from the chocolate and the salt from, you know, like the cracker cookie, whatever this is supposed to be, and it's very good. You're getting both combinations in your mouth. So it's a very nice change from all these other desserts where it was like sweet, 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 sweet. This gives you the best of both worlds. I would highly recommend this. Next one, let's go. So we've got 2 items left. Both of them are chocolate wafers, but totally different companies. I'm gonna start off with the Ulker one. So it looks like just a regular chocolate wafer. This was very, very cheap. Maybe like 20 cents. And let me show you what it looks like. It's just like a chocolate wafer. It doesn't seem to be like dark chocolate. It's very well coated around it. Yeah, it seems very, it's a little bit thick, so I feel like it's gonna have a really good taste. Let me take a bite. Very good. Chocolate's not too sweet. It's very chocolatey. As you can see, there's no stuffing in the middle. So I'd say this is a really good snack. If you just want something quick on the go, your blood sugar levels are low, or if you're coming back home from school at the end of the day and your mom is being annoying and not giving you any desserts, you pick this up as a kid as you're going back home. Not saying I've never done that, wink wink, but definitely go for this. It's a really good quick snack. Very tasty, chocolatey, wafery, not too bad. I'd give it 6 out of 10. Last one, let's go. What we have is the Carmen hazelnut wafer bar. Sugar is hitting. Basically, my tongue feels so sweet right now. My stomach feels so heavy. And my brain feels like it's about to get a headache from a sugar rush followed by a crash. So let's have the last bite of this video. This looks interesting. So it's covered and coated with chocolate, right? But the thing about that is It also has like peanut chunks that are clearly layered on top of it, because you see all these little bumps and, you know, these little bumps and I don't know what else to say, just things, these little edges sticking out of it. So I assume it's peanuts. And from the wrapper, it seems to be a hazelnut kind of bar. So let's take that bite. Let's see what it is. Mmm. 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 Yummy, tasty, peanutty. So hazelnut, that's not chocolate, hazelnut, wafer in the middle, and then we've got all the peanuts just around it. It's a very good combination, peanutty. It's also kind of chocolatey, and then you have the wafers, you know, those like dry cookie taste to it, gives it that crunch, and then, you know, you're getting, it's very crunchy. The more you're chewing it, the more flavors you're getting from the peanuts and then from the hazelnut. And then obviously the wafer gives it a bit of that taste, but then it also gives it that texture, which absorbs a lot of it, mixes with a lot of it, and it just like really enhances the taste in your mouth. You guys know what we say on this channel. Last bite, best bite. Let's go. So everyone, I hope you loved the video. I hope you loved seeing all these, you know, Turkish treats in Istanbul. The winner of today's video, hands down, was the Today Snowball. When you're in the supermarket, please go get this, try it, it's absolutely delicious. And while you're also at the supermarket, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below, show this channel some love. We're just growing, we're growing fast. And stay tuned for the next video. I upload every Monday, every Thursday, and there's a lot more videos to come, a lot more food, guys, and we're gonna be eating it together. So stay hungry, my friends, and see you in the next video.